there's also some more information about a potential Anthony Davis trade. There are reports that the Lakers, of course, they're trying to trade for Anthony Davis, but now they're trying to get a third team involved in order to get the trade done to put together a package that David Griffin will accept. There's sort of an old adage in the NBA that a three-team deal means a zero-team deal. Do you think a three-team deal is in play here that would eventually bring Anthony Davis to the Lakers, where we all expect he will end up?
I don't think a three-team deal needs to be in play. It's going to be mandatory for it to take place. Whatever the Lakers are offering right now is the same thing they offered in February. And I don't care who the GM is, and David Griffin is my guy, and he's going to do a terrific job. Got to give what they need. But the owner ultimately has to sign off on trading a guy like Anthony Davis, the owner. And she already came out and said, and I know she walked it back, she'll do a deal with the Lakers over her dead body. So let's look further at the Lakers package and how it's changed since February. Brandon Ingram, terrific young talent. All-star potential, gonna be a guy that gets buckets for a long time in the league. But he is recovering from a blood clot situation, and I wish him the best. Lonzo Ball, it ended the season in street clothes, not in a uniform. Okay, if you're the Pelicans, you just got Zion. You just got Zion. Let me say this one more time. You just got Zion, okay? And if he lives up to the hype in any way, shape, or form, you can be patient. You don't have to rush it. And you don't want to just get what the Lakers have. You want whatever's out there. You want to discuss potential free agents. You want to acquire current all-stars. You want to acquire current assets that's going to build around a guy that many believe is going to be a franchise-changing player in Zion Williamson.
So, Jalen, I'm of the belief that Anthony Davis trade will happen before they draft Zion. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't agree with that.
Really?
I don't agree with that. No.
So you think they will draft Zion Williamson, invite him, and then have a press conference introducing him, and he'll be wearing the Pelicans hat, and they'll still have Anthony Davis on the team?
Yes.
You really believe that?
Yes, I do. I do believe that. Why? Here's why. Why rush? What's the rush? Like, I'm not moving him before the free agent dominoes happen, because that's going to be the most important thing that happens in the league. And for those who haven't been paying attention, Kevin Durant got injured. So who's the favorite to win the championship now next year?
No idea. Absolutely no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. No.
There you go. So why rush? There is no reason to rush. You take your time, you get the best deal, and you figure out, oh, okay, this is what happened with Kawhi. This is what happened with Kyrie, Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, Klay Thompson. You let all of that happen. You don't move one of the top players in the game and all of a sudden you shoulda, woulda, coulda after the fact. You let it play out and then you move them and get exactly what you want.
Is there any chance that Anthony Davis wears a Pelican uniform and plays a minute of NBA basketball for New Orleans next year?
If I'm him, if I'm the organization, he never meets Zion. The only way they meet is if they play basketball together and it's not in our facility. I don't commingle those guys in any way, shape, or form. But I'm not going to rush either. I am not going to rush. I still have him under contract. So if I feel like I'm getting lowball offers, I feel like I'm not getting what I want, guess what he loves to do? Play basketball and get paid to do it. So if he does not get moved and you start the season with Anthony Davis and Zion, that's pretty good, ain't it? Wouldn't you like that? Isn't that a person that you would like to see Zion learn from and figure out what it's like to be a productive star in the league? And here's another guy that nobody's talking about. When they move Anthony Davis, they're gonna move Drew Holiday too.
Ooh.
So, oh yeah.
Ooh.
So, not only would they be moving him, they moving Drew. And probably they won't be going to the same team. That's why you need to get a third and maybe even a fourth squad involved.
Interesting. So one thing I don't like about the idea of starting the season with Anthony Davis and Zion Williamson is I don't want Anthony Davis's mentality and Anthony Davis demanding a trade and the "that's all folks" T-shirt. I don't want that poisoning the Zion Williamson waters. You know what I mean? Like when Zion Williamson enters the franchise, I want everything to be good for him. I want everything to be copacetic. I want the Umbutu that they had in the Celtics. I don't want Zion Williamson, as you mentioned, to ever meet Anthony Davis unless they're wearing different uniforms. Jalen, the Drew Holiday thing is interesting. Do you have a potential team for him, Rostradamus?
You like that, don't you? You like that. So there are going to be a couple of contracts that people are going to be trying to move around the league. Remember Nicholas Batum? He gets paid a lot of money to play basketball. He still has a contract out there. What about Kyle Lowry at the end of this year? It's going to be interesting to see what happened with his deal. What about Chris Paul in Houston? So there are some big deals that could potentially move in spots. Now, if you're the Houston Rockets and you're the Philadelphia 76ers, I know how this works. You woke up this morning and you actually felt better about your season. You felt better about it because you're like, wait a minute. Kawhi Leonard made a game-winning shot on us, and they may go on to win the championship. What up, though? We were that close. How about the Houston Rockets? They lose a game to the Warriors without KD. If you line up right now and you tell them that he's not going to play for a series, they're a lot more confident watching how the Toronto Raptors defend their team without him. So you don't want to rush if you're the Pelicans. You don't want to rush if you're trying to do certain deals for contracts that you may be unhappy with, because there's going to be a lot of player movement in the league, and it's going to be one of the most fascinating off seasons for free agents that the game has seen in a long time.